Good morning. I want you to know today that God is faithful and God is trustworthy. He doesn't pull the rug out from underneath us. I'm saying this in light of a reading that came up in Mass yesterday, having to do with Pharaoh and the Israelites. Once Pharaoh decided to let them free, right? Pharaoh decided to let the Israelites go after the plagues. Right? Now I will just say, and hopefully this should be very obvious to us, when those plagues were happening, wasn't good for Pharaoh and the Egyptians, right? It was good at first for him to have them enslaved. It was good for him, right? He had all that manpower and everything. But all of a sudden the first plague happened, and it was really, really bad. And he decided, no, I'm keeping the Egyptians. Then the second plague happened, really bad. Bad results for him. I'm keeping the Israelites. Third one, bad, keeping the Israelites. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Finally, he realizes, this is really, really bad to keep them in slavery. It's not working. This is really bad. I need to let them go. All of us in our lives, I think deep down, we know big picture. We know when things aren't working, and we know when we need to make a shift. But you know what? The things that we were doing, even though there's been bad results recently, maybe there's still some comfort in it, something that we enjoy about it. And so it can be really hard to let go of that thing, even if big picture we know it's bad, right? And so when he starts to let them go, he makes the good decision, because things have been pretty bad with all these plagues. He makes a decision to let them go. And as he sees the Israelites leaving, he's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't let them go. I can't do this. Cannot do it. And he sends his whole army after them. And it says that there's over 600 chariots that he sent out. Could those 600 chariots, that power that he had, could those 600 chariots stop the plagues? No. The only thing that was going to stop that is actually letting the Israelites go. But now he's like, nope, I'm going to double down with my power. And I'm going to even say for the Israelites, it was bad for them to be enslaved, obviously. It was bad. Right? And for 400 years, they're enslaved. And finally, they're set free. Right? God has been faithful. Every single one of the plagues was good for them, loosening the grip of Pharaoh on them. They are finally being set free. They're finally getting what they want. And they go out, they start to leave with Moses. And as they start to leave, all of a sudden they see the Egyptian army coming after them. And what do they say? They look at Moses and they're like, oh, we're so frightful. Why did you do this to us? Why are you taking us out? Better for us to die in Egypt than to die out here in this. Oh, Moses, why did you do this? No, they're being set free. And God, through each of the plagues, was so faithful. But all of a sudden now, in the midst of all of it, there's a tiny little moment where they're afraid, right? Because they don't know exactly what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. God's going to be with them. And we know the end of the story. Right? Of course, he drowns all the Egyptian armies in the Red Sea. He splits the sea for them so they can walk right through it. God is with us, and God is faithful. If things are going bad, change it up. And the thing is, we know what we need to do, but sometimes we don't want to do it because there's going to be a little bit of sacrifice. There's going to be a little bit of hardship. But the thing is, holding on to it isn't working. And so if it's not working, let go. And if something is working really, really, really well, and all of a sudden we come up to a little hiccup, a little hurdle, don't just be like, well, okay, see, I knew this wasn't working. No, it is working. Push through, right? Reach out to the Lord. Ask the Lord where he is moving. So often we know the big picture. Maybe it's a big major sin that we need to let go of, right? Something maybe that we're hiding in life or something. We don't want anyone else to know about it. And we're hanging on to it because it's offering us some comfort. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's some comfort and we're like, I can't let go because then I'll lose that comfort. But deep down, we know that if we let go of it, we'll grow closer to the heart of Jesus. He's going to comfort you a lot more than whatever it is that you're hiding, right? Or whatever it is that you're struggling with. Maybe it's even an apparent thing that's not even hiding, right? Turn it over to the Lord. Reach out to Jesus' heart. Take his heart. And know that when you have his heart, you have everything that you need. So be not afraid. Take the big step, even if it's scary, and keep moving forward towards the Lord. Just like the Israelites kept moving forward towards freedom. Move forward towards freedom and the heart of the Lord today. God bless you. Have an amazing day.